Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to our Seldom Seen series. Now, today we're going to give you a four movie for one deal. Actually, five movies, but I'm not going to talk much about the fifth movie. Today we're going to be talking about American Pie Presents, Bandcamp, The Naked Mile, Beta House, and The Book of Love. And there is another American Pie Presents movie that came out in 2020. And it's called Girls Rules. Now, I'm not going to talk about Girls Rules on this video too much. We're saving that for another video because there are certain things I want to say about it. And, you know, I wanted to focus more on the first four. So let's take this one out of the equation for right now and talk about the four movies that are the main American Pie Presents movies. Because before we started doing this, I had no idea there was a fifth one. It kind of came and went, and I didn't know anything about it. So today we're going to be talking about, like I said, Bandcamp, The Naked Mile, Beta House, and The Book of Love. I was fortunate enough to find this at a yard sale years ago, pretty much when it first came out on a 4-pack for $1. It's got all the unrated films, and it does have rated on, I believe, The Book of Love. Is you can watch it both ways. You might be able to watch all of them both ways, but I don't know about that. I know this one specifically, The Book of Love, had a menu design where you had to pick unrated or rated. So, of course, Joe and I watched all the unrated cuts of these films. Now, Seldom Seen. Why do these for Seldom Seen? Well, I've had this in my collection for a long time. Like I said, almost about the time when they came out. Joe's had them in his collection for a long time as well. Neither one of us had seen any of the Presents movies. Not one of them. And we kept asking ourselves why. Well, this was a perfect opportunity to watch the entire franchise of American Pie. These do tie in, and I think that's why a lot of people put these off to the side, but they do tie in, and I'm going to tell you how. I don't like to spoil things, but I think if people are not watching these because they don't think they tie in, because I used to think they didn't tie in, that's probably why I didn't watch them, but they do. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of how they tie in, and we're going to go through each movie. I'm going to give a little bit of my thoughts on it and go from there. Okay, let's start with how they tie in. In these four films, all of them have Jim's dad in them, Noah Levinstein. And you don't actually find out his name is Noah until you watch these Presents movies. And it's the same actor. It's Jim's dad. And one of the things I love about these films is that you find out more about Noah and his tie into everything that's happened. You find out why Noah's not only a good dad to Jim, and also very compassionate and understanding. And you find out a lot about him in these four films. So that's a tie-in right there. In Bandcamp, you have the Shermanator, who is now the principal of the high school that they go to. So that's an automatic tie-in as well. Then you have a Stifler in each of these films. In Bandcamp, you have Steven Stifler's little brother. In The Naked Mile and Beta House, you have Stifler's cousin and another Stifler. And in The Book of Love, you have yet another Stifler. So Stifler's mom, MILF, was very, very active. So it makes it fun, and there are so many tie-ins to American Pie that anyone who says that these aren't tied in needs to have their head examined or needs to pay attention to the film because these tie in a lot of different ways. From memories, from callbacks, it's just it's four fun, raunchy comedies. Okay, we're going to start with Band Camp, which has, of course, Steven's little brother. He gets in trouble and has to go to band camp, which is actually still called Tall Oaks, like in the American Pie films. He has to go to band camp and learn how to fit in. There is a ton of nudity. Um, there's a ton of jokes, of course, and it really feels like an American Pie movie. The guy who plays Stifler in this one, um, he does a good job. I'll say that. Then you have the Naked Mile, which is a different, and I'm going to go through the Naked Mile and Beta House together because these two are tied in together. The Naked Mile goes for another Stifler, which is, I believe, Eric Stifler, and he is in high school and he's trying to lose his virginity to his girlfriend. Now, he goes to college to see his cousin, who is, of course, one of the dynamic forces in Beta House. So it's funny because he gets a hall pass from his girlfriend. And I'm kind of going to leave the story there, but he ends up running the Naked Mile. And this is a different type of Stifler. This is not your typical Steven Stifler or his brother. This is a more caring Stifler. So you get a different dynamic of the Stifler family. So that's the Naked Mile, and Beta House is the following year where he goes to college, and he's a legacy, of course, so he wants to join Beta House because his cousin is still kind of one of the head honchos in Beta House. These two movies, ton of nudity, so much fun, just great raunchy comedies. The last one is a little bit different. The Book of Love. Now we all remember who has seen the American Pie films, the Bible, which was found in the library. Well, it's found again in this movie, and it's kind of ruined. And they have to kind of put it back together. It makes sense when you watch it, and it's really done extremely well. I love the plot and the premise for it. This, again, ton of nudity, just like all the rest of these American Pie Presents movies, the first four. And I really will say that I enjoyed all of these movies a lot. How much? You're going to have to wait and to see what our rating is, our ranking for the American Pie series. Like I said, Girls Rules is another American Pie Presents movies, but we're going to talk more about that in a different video. Check out Joe's Seldom Seen video for the first four American Pie Presents movies, and see what he thinks about them. I already know, but you guys might be surprised in a few things. And don't forget, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.